Y'all know I don't know how to talk that good. Y'all know I be stuttering and everything else. Y'all know I be messing up words and pronouncing them wrong. And guess what? It don't matter. I can't pronunciate words that well, but I know how to talk really well, because that's what I do for a living. I know how to get money really well. I know how to heal people really well, which I show you those results all the time. So maybe you might want to listen. Since we got a close up, these is fake. This is real. One of my gold chains that I wear in my videos for more views is fake. But my car is real, and the Lambo doors is real, and the stars and ceilings is real, and the fact I really live in Hollywood, that's real. What else is fake? I keep it real. I keep it real. That's why. Hate it or love it. You gotta love it. And I still ain't throw away the box to that 80-inch TV I got. I'm lazy as hell. I've been on the move. For the story, like I always tell you, focus, worry about the right things that matter in your life. Instead of worried about, why you hanging out with this girl? Then why you hanging out with this girl? Are you poly? Are you polyamorous? Are you practicing polygyny? That affects your life. 0. You need to hit them books. You need to hit that laptop and do some research. You need to figure out how to get money, get out that 9 to 5, get your health right, get off those pills, get your mind right, get your anxiety feeling much better, get your depression going. You need to worry about these things versus being infatuated with what Kim and Kanye's going through. And if Pete Davidson got jumped yet, that affects your life 0. However, with that being said, watch that Kanye documentary, and should give you some motivation. If you don't like Kanye, you don't like me. The ultimate Gemini has survived. Just like he used to yell and people would laugh like, what? So what? I used to be in the studio making 5 beats a day for 3 something straight. People like, what is that? You don't get it. Just like that. I used to be in my apartment for 8 years straight making videos. 0 views. But we don't stop. The biggest motivation you can get from Kanye is, if you do something consistent every single day, no matter who's denying you, who won't give you a deal, who won't co-sign you, it doesn't matter. If you do it every single day for 20 years straight, look where it'll get you. No matter what everybody else is saying, look where it'll get you. If you do something consistent every single day and you work on your craft straight for 20 years straight, eventually people will look at you like, man, this man's a genius. Man, I got to come to him for help. Man, I got to come to him for some sort of knowledge in some way. I got to come to him in some way to assist my life to improve it. That's where it'll get you. The proof is in the pudding. But we don't need pudding over here. Y'all be unfocused and focused on the wrong things. Y'all listen to all this. And I just noticed, instead, y'all be like, why you got clothes laying on the floor? You're worried about the fact that I'm folding laundry and I'm mid doing laundry. You're focused on the wrong things. But you miss the fact that those are some Balenciagas right there, and I got a lot of people's mortgage on my feet. And that's not to brag or anything like that. That's just to say that you think less than 2 years ago, I thought I would have somebody's monthly mortgage on my feet, but I'd ever be able to afford that and not even affect me a little bit. Mindset. We don't stop. We get what we want. Whatever you want in your life, you can make it happen. You just got to stay consistent, stay focused, keep learning, keep being educated, and keep educating yourself, and don't worry about what everybody else is thinking, because it affects your life 0. Only thing that affects your life is what you think about yourself. So if you think highly of yourself, you will get some high and mighty results, no matter what everybody else thinks about you. They'll follow suit later on when they see you popping. What you gotta do is, again, like I wrote in my caption the other day, you gotta realize, just like Mufasa was talking about, everything that light touches right there is yours. Everything's already here. It's already an option. It's already an option. All you gotta do is put in the work and go get it every single day. If you're taking days off, it's gonna be harder to get what you want. So for instance, if I'm looking at this big apartment this skyscraper complex looking thing over there, instead of thinking, man, it's probably expensive to get an apartment there, change your mindset. Say, man, somebody doesn't just rent an apartment there. Somebody owns that whole skyscraper in that building. I wonder what it's going to take, how much work I got to put in, how many years of putting that work in, how much knowledge it's going to take, what my credit score needs to be, how much money my down payment needs to be. Do I need to go in with a partner? Maybe I ain't got no partner. So now I got to figure out how I'm going to do it myself to get that whole building, because somebody else did it. Change your mindset. Stop thinking Stop thinking about getting a promotion at Home Depot. Start thinking about getting out of Home Depot and running your own business, so you don't have to answer to that boss that you hate. You don't have to. You don't have to eat lunch every day at 11:30 because he said so. When it's 11:35, he's like, "Wow, you ain't had lunch yet," because you know you got to be back by 12 either way. Don't think you're gonna come back at 12:05 just because you went to lunch break. Yo, I've been there. Like the movie, get out. Biggest takeaways: stop caring what other people think. Think highly of yourself. Think different. Change your mindset. Stop thinking negative thoughts. Think positive thoughts. Stop thinking, I can't. It's hard. How could I ever? And start thinking, it's easy. That's possible. When am I going to make that happen? And don't worry about what people say, because a lot of y'all will listen back to this. Some of y'all will be like, oh, I think some of what you said, he's kind of cocky. He's kind of stuck up. Well, guess what? That affects my life zero. What you think about me. All I know is that my life's been on the upswing. If you've been watching me year after year, right? My clients' lives are improving. They're getting healthier. My mentees' lives are improving. They're making more money. So guess what? No matter what they say about you, it doesn't matter. They say I changed up. I'm getting paper. I'm flashy. They like me better when I was fucked up and ashy. Even though I'm giving y'all a motivational speech right now, I'm also going to screen record all that. I'm going to repurpose it, put it on my YouTube. I'm going to monetize it. Yes, I'm going to make some money off of that from my YouTube channel. And just like when I go live, I bought a second phone so I can go live. I'll be giving y'all free game. So if you want to grow your business, like free game. I got a second phone so now I can go live on Instagram and TikTok at the same time. So now I reach more of my audience, right? I'm also screenshotting all the testimonials that come up because that's going to help build my business. It's social proof to show that what I'm doing is actually working for thousands of people all over the world, right? I'm gonna download that video from Instagram. I'm gonna upload that to my YouTube. So that's gonna be an hour video where I'm giving free game. I'm going to monetize that, make money off of that. There's a lot of clips in that where I could just send to a transcriber on like Fiverr.com for $8. They'll go through, turn all that into an ebook. I can sell that because there's tons of knowledge, free game that's going to help change people's lives because they don't feel like watching the whole video. I just give it to them in ebook form because they want to read. It's much quicker. And this is the free game I'll be giving y'all. Hopefully some of y'all listen. Before, if you pay for something, you invest in something, you're more likely to follow through with it. You're more likely to stay focused. You're more likely to study it. You're more likely to let it actually change and impact your life. Because I got free videos daily. I do free live daily. But again, it's because it's free, people put less value on it. They don't care as much about it. Versus if I repackage that in a $30 program, then they buy it, they're going to be more focused. They're like, I spent my hard-earned money. They're going to focus in, they're going to get the results. Versus they've been watching my videos for free for 2 years and ain't got no results because it's free. They watch it every day, then they go back to living that life and not following anything. So I'll just repackage that same info, sell it for $30, which is affordable for anybody, because that's like 2 trips to McDonald's or 1. And then now, because you invested in it, you'll get the results and finally change your life. Think different. Little tad bit of some of the info that I give my mentees, and that's why they're gonna be hitting 10,000 a month, 20,000 a month, 50,000 a month, 80,000 a month, 100,000 a month. That's how we get it done. That's how we get it done. Got to get the knowledge. Got to invest in the knowledge. And then on top of that, also, like, let's say you get to the point where you're making, let's say, 30,000 a month, right? So you already got free time because you're working for yourself, but you had to put a lot of work in your free time to get to the point where you're working by yourself, and where you've created free time. But now you say make 30,000 a month, and now there's an agency that you can pay 2,000 a month to run your whole page because your whole business is social media, right? So now when you see me posting, that's not me posting. So I ain't never got to be like, oh shit, it's 3 o'clock, I ain't post yet today. Oh, it's 6 o'clock, I ain't post yet today because I want to make sure I got 4 videos a day. Somebody's handling all that. I ain't got to do none of that. Now I have even more free time on top of the free time I've already created from 10 years of grinding every single day. This is little intricate pieces to change your life. So even if it's Tuesday, it can feel like a Saturday every single day. That took 10 plus years of me building content, teaching, learning, so I can create more content that's actually working so more people can share it. Because if it's not working and it doesn't come back as real info, people are going to know that and it's not going to work. So these are the things you got to do. So unless I'm talking to you candidly like this on my story or other posts on my page, it's not even me. It's not even me posting. But the only reason that can happen is because I spent so many years and have 6,000 plus free videos online. So now I just send it to this guy in a Google Drive folder. So now he can go through and rotate through those all the time because I'm getting minimum 300 new followers a day. So when they come, they ain't gonna see that video that's down, way down on my page, 700 posts ago. So it's gonna be a brand new video to all my new followers that come in every day. And this is how I help the world with free 99, free game. Like this whole, go back and watch this story. Like free game, free mindset game, free health game, free money game. Free 99. For me, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, for me, this existence is about energy transfer. So my goal is while I'm here on this thing we call planet Earth, whatever this thing is, I'm holding my phone, whatever that is, what are these little prints on my fingers? Whatever all that is, I know that while I was here, I transferred so much positive energy and knowledge as much as I could. Every single day I made sure that happened, and I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. So make sure at the end of the day, when your lights go out, that you affected someone's life in a positive manner. You did something positive every single day. And you brought some positive energy to this existence. I ain't worried about your religion or all that. Did you bring positive energy to this existence? In some cases, it takes money to do that. Because if you have more money, you can affect more people. If you got more money, you can get a bigger church like Joel Osteen. You can get on bigger networks, be able to build better connections because you got money and get in doors that you couldn't and talk to people you couldn't. So you can get on bigger networks like TD Jakes so you can reach more people all over the world. I'm not religious, but I'm using these as an example because, again, like 90% of the world's Christian, so I'm using those as examples. But this is where anything, again, I'm not worried about it. Whatever it is, put positive energy out. Because you could be a pastor, you could be whatever, and you could be putting out mad, negative energy on the low. So what is you doing publicly and privately in your relationships? Are you building positive relationships? Are you doing bad things? Are you hitting your women? Are you giving your women STDs? Are you giving your man STDs? Are you verbally abusing your woman every day, every chance you get when she gets home from work? Are you doing all these things? But you think she's sweet because you got a little bit of money or something like that? Guess what? This universe, they're going to come back and it's going, bite your ass! Last thing, this is something else y'all can do. So what I just did, I just went back and watched that whole story of myself and just zoned out and motivated myself with my own voice. So what you can do is on days like this for me, for you, if you don't have that many, on days when you're having positive days, you're more motivated or something like that, record yourself. Maybe talk about that day. Talk about the things that made that day positive or more effective or you were more motivated that day. That way, on days when you're feeling bad, like maybe I'm having a day where I'm not that motivated, I'm not that inspired or something like that, I will go back and watch this whole story that I just talked to y'all for the last like 20, 30 minutes. I'll watch that and be like, yo, I was really feeling good that day. And I'll watch it and be like, yo, let me tap into that. And now that day that was bad will now be good just by watching my previous self. I'm telling you, tricks of the mind to keep yourself relaxed so you can unwind and stay on your grind. Something that they're going to fail at in your past, and people still, when people mention your name, they still say, oh, that person that did this, did that. And that's just something that they're going to associate you with. But don't associate yourself with that. That's the important thing. Like I said, every time you look back, you're throwing yourself up. So, like I said, dropped out of high school, but I'm not going to focus on that. Maybe ain't have the richest parents, ain't come up the best, even though people definitely came up worse, but I'm not going to focus on that. Use that as an excuse and say, oh, my dad wasn't this, my dad wasn't that, or I ain't grew up with this, or I wasn't handed this on a silver spoon. You can't focus on that. You got to just work on yourself, motivate yourself, look forward, focus on your future goals. You see that? That's 6 years ago. So 6 years ago, I was having a good day that day. I felt like inspiring the world, put some positive energy into it, even though my life was not that good back then. All right, but guess what? Maybe 2 years later after that, I could have been having a bad day. So I'm gonna go back to that video that I recorded 2 years ago at the time and watch that and get back and get on my grind and get my mentality back to where it needs to be so that now, 6 years later, I can be as successful as I always wanted to be. Mindset. And you see the views back then. That was 6 years ago. It only has 100-something views, like 10 likes. I wasn't worried about the views. I didn't care. I knew somebody was tuning in or not. Maybe they would in the future, but I had to get this positive energy out of me and my message to improve somebody's life. You can't fake history. You can't fake history. I've been doing this every day for years. The same stuff. It just so happened that now more people want to hear it. Finally, something clicked. I figured out marketing and everything like that, and social media and all the algorithms and all like that to finally get more people to want to hear it. Back then, they didn't want to hear it. But I was given the same game. So some of you might be really intelligent. You might really got something to say, But you got to figure out a way to get people to want to hear it. Because you know what you offer. Back then, I knew I was a shit. I knew I was saying some shit. I knew I was saying some stuff that could motivate somebody. I knew I was saying some stuff that could improve somebody's health. Ain't nobody want to listen. You can do the same thing. You got to figure out how to get them to listen to you. And don't stop until they do. Do not stop striving towards your goal, striving towards whatever you want that happen and to really exist in real life. Don't stop until you make that thing exist.